Hey, what is this?
Treasure chest.
There's a phone and a horse in there. Sit down, Anna. It's just a horse. I'm just kidding. All right. May we remind you that if you get up in the middle of this service, please go behind the camera. Because if not, you get this little block on your face for YouTube. Yeah. Okay? All right. So, we are talking about trending things. What kind of trending things? Trending things in your guys' life, or the trending part where I got fifth in laser tag?
Yes.
I was like, in my mind, I was like 8,000 points ahead of everybody. But I didn't do very well. All right. I got a quick thing for you. If you had, we're just going to stick with if you had $1 million, would you A, save it, or B, spend it? A, B. What would Addison do? Invest it. You can't do that option. You got to spend it or you got to save it. If you had $1 million, would you A, spend? Duh.
Well, you made money. You made money to spend it. Come on.
So I guess what I'm saying is money a bad thing?
No.
Are you sure?
It can be bad.
Well, it's just technically, if you think about it, it's just a piece of paper backed up. Guys, shh. It's just a piece of paper backed up by a thought behind a concept. That's all money is. The thought is, I think we can make some money if we sell this product. The concept of selling something. Okay? Now, does anybody... Let me think about this one. I want to get it right. Does anybody know that their family has like a lot of money?
No, we don't.
Let me assure you, nobody in this room has a lot of money.
Just have money.
Just got some money. Let me ask you this. Who's been to the moon on their own personal rocket in here? Okay, that guy has a lot of money.
Elon Musk.
He has a lot of money too. But we're talking about we have a very little bit of money while we're on this earth. Just like our time, right? So when we don't have enough money that we need, we get disappointed and frustrated. Disappointed and frustrated. Bob. That's... Also, when we don't have enough money, we feel trapped. Like you can't do anything, right? Which is a load of malarkey. And you also feel like you are lacking or losing out on something because you don't have any money. Okay? That's a bunch of garbage, right? Because that's what the world has taught you, all right? So you may be feeling angry because you don't have a lot of money, which is about 97% of the world, because about 3% are the top richest people in the world, and they just get richer. That's all that happens when we stay the same. And you also may start to place judgment on those people that have a lot of money simply because they have it. Okay? if you have a lot of, let me define, if you have a lot of money, if you can buy your own zip code, you have a lot of money.
How much does a zip code cost?
I don't know.
Money. I'm just curious.
I don't know. But I feel like if you can buy or your own zip code or your own rocket and fly to the moon. Yeah. Oh, they got an island isn't even. You can buy that's like buying a star. Like, here's a little island, like it's useless.
An island that you can actually go and live on.
No. Okay. So if you can buy your own zip code, you got a lot of money, okay? That's it. But we know that money is paper, that doesn't make money bad. Money is not bad. Let me a quick example. A brick and a dollar bill. What's the difference? The dollar bill can buy the brick. Because that's about how much it costs now to lay brick, if you didn't know. There's $1 a brick to build a house.
Wow.
That's what it costs now because of the inflation. Now, you've got a brick and a dollar. You can take that dollar, buy a bottle of water, give it to a homeless person. Yay! Take that brick, smash it through somebody's car's window, and steal their radio. Which one's more evil? The dollar or the brick? Why?
Because you stole. You stole.
What did the brick do?
It's the heart.
The brick didn't do anything. It's a brick. It's an inanimate object.
It went through a window.
It doesn't matter. I could throw you through a window. That doesn't mean you wanted to go through the window. Okay?
Maybe I wanted to.
Maybe you did want to. All right, so we've all heard about Paul the Apostle. Used to be Saul, not the evil king, but used to be Saul turned into Paul. He wrote a book to Timothy. Can everybody say Timothy? Where is it at? Oh, come on. You just said the whole Bible last week.
In the Bible.
Is there one or two Timothys? Two Timothys. All right. This is what Paul wrote to Timothy. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, not the money itself. That is not the issue. The love of money is the root of all kinds, not all evil, all kinds of evil, right? Somebody that is a serial killer doesn't care about money. They just want to murder people, okay? Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
All right. And then he also said, and in the same verse, some people craving money, that love of money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Man, that's interesting, isn't it? So wait, some people craving money have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. So you're saying if you have a love of money and you're a believer, you can go away from the faith and pierce yourself with sorrows? Paul said it to Timothy, so it's got to be true because it's in the Bible. All right? All right. So money is not bad. Period. That's it. It's not a bad thing. Brick, dollar bill. You can take it, you can build a house with that brick, you can throw it at somebody's window. You can take that dollar, buy a bottle of water for a homeless person, or you can take that dollar and go buy a cigarette. I don't know. Can you still buy single cigarettes? I don't know. You used to could. You used to could. Don't do that. You couldn't even buy it anyway. You're like 4 years old, yo. All right. So now we're going to hear what Jesus has to say. What does Jesus have to say about it? And this is where this little interactive right here is going to come into play, okay? So in Matthew, chapter 6, verses 19 through 21, it says, do not... So Matthew, by the way, Matthew 5, 6, and 7 is considered the Sermon on the Mount. It's the greatest sermon Jesus ever preached. Remember that. Wink, wink. Matthew 5, 6, and 7 is considered the Sermon on the Mount of Olives that Jesus preached. Okay?
Okay.
Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moths and vermin, I'm guessing that's like varmints, you pesky varmints, destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasure in heaven where moths and varmints do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there also where your heart will be. You get the gist. There's a lot of different interpretations. Where your heart is, there your treasure. Where the treasure is, there your heart. Same thing. Here's your heart. All right. So we have things over here. Money's a gigantic penny. Probably a legally copied dollar bill that we
That's legal, Tucker.
maybe. So we got 5, let's see how much we got. 10, 20, 25, 30, 31 bucks over here. That can get you like maybe half a gas tank full right now. And then over here, you've got another treasure chest with other things in it. Cars, a truck. If you got a diesel truck, it's worth about $4 billion right now. And if you got a boat, you got pretty good money, but not all the money. Basketball. Yeah, who's unemployed from the Patriots right now, right? Cam Newton. Work. Yeah, they fired Cam Newton, by the way.
He's trash. He's been trash.
I got Seth riled up now. All right. So we can take our heart, ours, and we can put it with money. And or we can put it with things of the world, which would also be money, and there's a cell phone too. But it specifically says, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Right? Where your heart is where your treasure is. Okay? Got it? Literally. All right. Money matters. But your attitude around it matters more. Why? Because it's all about your heart. Your attitude, your posture towards it. Okay? If you want to gain a lot of money to bless people and or, I don't know, send like a gigantic bus with food and water down to Louisiana, that's a good thing, right? There's many stories of people in the Bible that were rich and blessed people in great ways and understood they had a gift, a physical money gift, and they blessed people in it. Okay? So, and some people were like, I don't need this crap. Get it out of my life, sell it, and give it to the apostles. Some people did that because they believed in the faith. Okay? So, what you have to ask yourself is, first off, where is your heart right now? Okay? Right here. It's a little tilted, actually. Most people, it's actually a little, it's kind of like this. But you have to ask yourself a couple questions. How do you feel about money? Everybody like money, right?
Oh, I love money.
Do you tithe 10% every week or every month?
I have no money at the moment.
That don't matter. You can go mow it. You can go mow yard. What? And here you go. What change do you need to make in your attitude toward money? Do you have an achieving heart or a giving heart? Fastest way to go to the grave is to always be consistently and constantly wanting to achieve. Always. That will kill you faster than anything. And like we said before, money matters, but your attitude around it matters more. It's like that. There's a song that says, they say money, something, but I'd like to see you. Money, something. But then after that, and he's like, and it's a good point. I like to try to see you live without it. I don't know what song it was. I think it was like the Black Crows or something. but I'd like to try to see you live without it. Really, I'd like to try to see you live without it. That's a song wrote in the 90s, I think, but. And it's interesting. It hit me. I was like, I'd like to try to see you live without it. For all the people that are like, money's not everything. Okay, give me it all, and I'll give it away to somebody else. How do you feel? Well, no, that's my money. You can't get my money. I worked hard. I went to church. And okay, where's your attitude? Where's your heart towards it? Okay. I don't know why the old Southern Belle woman comes out in me when I start doing. I don't know. It's just funny to me. Yes.
I just wanted to say, I think one analogy that's cool people say is if you look at your, but if you look at where you spend your money, that's where your heart is.
That's where your heart. Where do you spend your money?
My garden.
Yeah, Bob's is his garden. I can tell you, Dawn's right now is either drums and or college students. Drums and things and college students. Okay, so as we are wrapping it up, we are going to think about one question. Now remember, guys, money's not bad. Remember the brick and the dollar. A piece of paper is backed up by an idea about a concept. A brick is just clay, hard pressed, baked. They're the same thing. They offer no value outside of they're what they are. But it's how you use them is what matters. So, as we go into small groups, this is what we're going to talk about. What is one thing that you are investing in that will last forever? I.e., let me give you a hint. Treasures in where? Heaven. What is one thing? This is my treasure in heaven. I'm investing in you guys. One day you're going to be like, oh my gosh, he made me memorize the whole Bible, and I know it now. And whenever somebody asks me about a Bible, I'm like, oh yeah, I know. Like Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament, right? Okay, so what is one thing that you are investing in that will last forever? Has to last forever.